Lydia Nambiru. It's hilarious. The tweet was asking, I don't remember who posted, it must have been one of those foreign people. It was about, it had a couple of books, yeah. The book Leaning, and some other books that have been written, How to Be a Boss. And the caption was, "Why aren't women leaning in?" And Lydia's response was, "It's a bad poster." So I was leaning in like that. I'm like, actually, that's true. It's a very bad poster, but yeah,
inward.
But like I did, after a while, I did actually think about the question, why aren't women leaning in? And by leaning in, people started to use that phrase "leaning" after the book. I guess it made so much sense to people. It technically meaning why aren't women taking up opportunities? Why aren't women speaking up? Why aren't women representing? Why aren't women doing their thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The things that we're talking about that we want to do.
Yes, and even in my own like workspace, like we've had so many conversations on where we'll ask questions. Why aren't you guys like having women in the newsroom? Like, there are times where I'm literally the only lady in the newsroom. Why aren't we seeing women on TV? Why don't we have like women taking up the big roles in the company and things like that? And then the response has always been, we ask them, but they don't respond. And whatnot.
They don't show up.
Yeah, of course we'll go up in arms over that. Like, what do you mean they don't respond and whatnot? But when you stop and think about it, like, I know that if, for example, someone came to me and like, so we have this interview and we are going to put you on TV. And I need like a month or like a week or so to like really think about it. And I want to just jump into it and be like, oh, here's an opportunity, let me take it up. So why is that? Like, why do you guys in your like spaces, whether it's work or social circles and whatnot, professional, especially professional, do you take up opportunities when they come as easily as they may come or not?
As you've said before, a lot of the time, I honestly, I don't even want to take up like opportunities. Not that I don't want. I consider not taking up lots of opportunities because I'm like forever I'm always second guessing myself and thinking that I need to be this kind of ready to be able to say, okay, let me do this.
Remember
so
when
if
I
somebody
asked you to do Black No Sugar?
Yeah. Yes, for the longest time I was just like, nah, I don't know, I'm not being on TV, I haven't done, I don't like myself on camera. Yeah.
Should have been a hard time.
Yes. But because because you're not the first person to ask me to do a show, I really don't like, I disliked what I look like on camera. I'm not talking about still photos, but like camera, and a lot of the time I'd have trouble kind of reconciling what it is that I said on camera with what I feel at a later time, at a later point. I always feel like I could have said something more intelligent, I could have said something better about that. Like all of a sudden, so there's that like over-evaluation of yourself. And so for me, like a lot of the time, when I feel like, no, I'm not quite where I want to be able to do that. Like, I don't know, maybe perfectionism or something. So you end up not wanting to do something if you don't feel that you're going to give it the very best it does.
Yvonne, do you take a position?
But I do. I mean, eventually, sometimes for the culture. No, just go like, I don't want to make noise about manos, and then keep saying no to invitations. So
I think I'm quite fearless.
Yeah.
I can't relate with what you guys are saying. But the thing that I feel, and I really, really like this topic, because for me it's like challenging me, it's challenging myself. I can't generalize, I can't speak for very many people, but for myself, for the longest time, I've felt like, I can't give you all because they won't handle. And I don't say that arrogantly but I feel like I have a lot to offer, but But I don't live in this world with women alone.
Yes.
They are guys. And for the longest time, from my analysis, at least the things I've been exposed to, I just see that extremely successful women have problems at home.
Yes.
And that's
don't want to have to
being
choose.
me, I want to have a family and have a successful home and also be counted amongst the people who have raised good children and things like that. And I'm thinking, now success for the many women I have
It
seen.
comes at the cost of
Yeah, as in like, which one do I want? And I'm like, I think I want what? I want family. Because so many women, like, you find me a woman in Uganda, let me talk about Uganda, who is extremely successful, maybe even more successful than her partner, her husband, and things are kawa at home, as in things are smooth, because it just looks like the guys would prefer that they are the ones who are what? Who are more successful. And now because of that.
Isn't that a problem?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, I won't give anything my all. I won't, because I'm just like, I know it's okay, let me dull and I shine, let me be easy, because I want something. There's something else that I want, and I feel like if I get this other thing, I'm going to jeopardize this thing that I also want. So let me just do half.
That it's unfair that for you you've got to choose one or the other.
Yeah, it is.
And even though others don't have
Do you
to.
think that ideally that it's possible to have both? Like you can, away from what you have seen with successful women and whatnot, is it possible to have both? Like, I have a pretty good family. My family is doing well, and my career is doing well. Because I'm thinking, if for example, you had the support from your spouse or your partner to succeed in your career, while they help you handle.
And you see, they're not even helping you.
You're
simply living
they're not helping
as you should.
They are doing.
They're picking up their own.
Yeah.
They're not helping.
So they're not
helping you.
So you see that language.
Yes.
Is that there is a problem.
Exactly.
Thinking that when men come in and do what they're supposed to do, raise their children, when they take up domestic chores in the house that they're living in.
So exactly.
So
if they took up their responsibilities at home,
as an adult,
where you don't find yourself breaking, like your career is breaking. So you know what? Let me just chill out on this thing, and do full-time family or 90% or whatever, because I'm not.
Because if a home is not running well, a woman has failed.
That question for me is, wow, it's a very good question. I can't say I have an answer now, but it's something that I'm sincerely, it's like, is that actually possible? Can a woman raise her children?
But are they her children? They are their children. So why is a woman raising their children?
Happen? So it's just something that needs to be explored. That if both parents are actively parenting and understanding that parenting will involve everything at home, not that the woman is going
that
to
you both actively have to be thinking about where children are going to go to school, what they're going to eat, what they will wear, because they're both your children.
If we're going to share the responsibility, which should be the way things are done, is it possible that then we can both,
you could break it?
So it's just something to think about, because just when you keep speaking and you say helping,
therein is the problem.
I just remember that two things are better than one, because like if you're running a business and you're two, that's a lot of help, another human being to do extra. It's like an extra hand. So I think it's possible. In our context in Uganda, I don't have any examples. I have not seen anything working
I
yet.
think it's possible. It's not most probable, but it's also preferable. Because men are full human beings, and they can actually pick up after themselves. They can cook if they decided to cook. They can clean their houses just the way women clean them.
Just to take us back to why what we are actually talking about, women taking up opportunities. Like, we know there are so many social conditionings to why earlier Offset were talking about how like we're being conditioned from the beginning to do things a certain way. Like you don't just jump into things. Yeah, you have to really think about them and how to talk to people, how to do things like. So that informs how we operate now as adults. Yeah, but now that we are here, like we can't undo what has been done.
We can only unlearn.
Yeah, we can only unlearn. So what then? Like how do we, like us here as we are seated, we are aware of this. So we actively take up opportunities for the culture, even when you're dying to like, I don't look good on camera or something like that. Be like, you know what? I'll do it for the culture. Yeah. But how do we like, there's so many people that we see, so many young women that we see who are not in this space, who have so much potential, like who are capable of so much, but they are doing dope things on the side and whatnot.
Guys,
and like,
when we have this conversation, I want us first of all to make clear the fact that, like, everybody at any given time in every circumstance has a choice to make. Some people's choices are harder to make than others, but they're still choices. So I know that this conversation always veers off towards like kind of victimizing women and making men out to be villains, and creating this system and continuing to enable it, the one that suppresses women and everything. But I want us to be clear about the fact that these choices, with or without enough information, are still choices. I mean, the ones that women make, they're still choices. And whether they're harder than the ones men are making, they're still choices. Like, let's just be clear about that for starters.
Can I slightly disagree
that they're not choices?
Slightly.
Please.
Oh, no, okay, they are choices, but you're making it out to seem like, all right, I feel like there are things that I didn't think I could do, I was allowed to do. There are things that I'm thinking that, hey, no, that one I was not, and now someone then says that, no, actually, no, it's okay, you can do it. And I'm like,
go ahead and do
are
it.
you sure?
Yes.
I actually can. And I'm like, wow, so now I have that choice. That's why I'm saying that not, I understand when you say
it remains a choice,
but
whether
also,
it's well informed or not.
Also, in that, just
it
to
remains
add,
a choice.
Just to add to her statement is, and choices are informed by a certain awareness of things.
Yes.
Yeah. So if I'm not even aware of what I can do and what not, I just,
or you're under the cloud that you're not allowed to do certain things.
Then
like, I'm not even aware
that,
this is all I know. Like I have 2 phones here. Yeah, I don't know that I can have that there's an iPhone or something. So I will. Yeah, I don't know that I can actually, like, I'm not aware of that.
That's
so and
true.
shouldn't choices be like what you're calling choices? Shouldn't they be informed by a certain awareness of things?
They should be, and that's the ideal. Quite honestly, like, ideally you should all have as much information or the same information to be able to make choices on a level or whatever. But it's not. The world and the world we're living in is not a level ground for anyone. So but like, what I feel that whenever we have this conversation, the reason that loads of people are never going to come out and actually just like take up the fight. You see, like how you say you say you recognize that it's unfair that you've got a choice to make between the work life home balance, even though you know that your male counterparts aren't making that choice. But because you're not, like, you choose that you're not, I'm not up for that fight because I prefer home. It's an unfair.
But see, that's because
it's an unfair
she's aware.
advantage.
She's aware, but there are people who are not aware.
Yes, exactly. However, so that's the thing. Pretty much, like, how whether you're aware of the law, and if you actually do something wrong, sorry, but ignorance isn't bliss in that whatever. Which is why these conversations are important. If we keep having them, it means that more people can hear about this.
Get more aware.
But the truth is that right now, women are still staying wherever, like, they are held or suppressed or oppressed in so many aspects of life. And it's not because like all their choices have been made for them. like
some
loads
of them
these-
have,
yeah.
they've actually
Some of
made
them have,
the-
yeah.
And I think
So,
what we need to say.
so if we want, like, if here as progressive women,
Progressive people.
progressive
PPP.
women, PPP, want to, as if progressive something party.
Yeah.
If we want to, we want the best for other women and whatnot and things like that. And one of the ways, like you've said, is to keep talking.
Yes.
To keep talking about it, make people aware. For me, I think that one of the things that I haven't really seen with people who say they are progressive is there's no what would I call it? Like I would want to see more women who are aware of these things to mentor like other women. Like I mean, may not be mentoring as such, but to have these conversations with them. Yeah.
Mentoring, maybe coach. You can impose yourself as a coach on someone. As a mentor, on the other hand, you've got to be wanted by the mentee, because that relationship is driven by.
But anyway,
I think you can
I
identify, especially now, like see, no,
but the
Joan,
underlying
thing is that she wants us to what? She wants any progressive lately or
Yes.
anyone who has come to the knowledge of these things.
to go the extra mile.
Yeah.
Tell other people.
I mean, you
and
know
share with
what?
other-
Yeah,
other-
you know
why it's
why the
important,
level is not, the ground is not level
Yeah.
in somebody else's favor. So yes, as women, we already know what you've had to overcome. Yeah, it makes sense that you should be intentional about doing the hard work of making sure another girl
Yeah.
out there, like you remove doubt from every other girl that you find. That's true. While you chase your other busy life and try to keep up with capitalism, it might not be as easy
Yeah,
as
but
Yeah,
you
of
like
course,
to
it's not.
assume, but
Is it
yes.
supposed to be easy?
It's not.
Yeah,
It's not.
so-
But I think just rubbing shoulders with other people. Like I have learned a lot from you guys. I shared with you off that yeah. Silly.
I made
that I've learned a lot, and at least right now I'm quite confident with making any mistake
Yeah.
and things like that.
Yeah.
And I feel like the conversation right now, as much as people will say that we need like what's a way forward, and conversation is not really a way forward, but
Yeah.
it is spreading what information, and for anyone who consumes this information, hopefully a change will what?
Yeah, let's
will-
keep talking.
And for me, what I would want any lady to know is that men, women, it's just a sex issue, but you're all extremely valuable. And unfortunately, the society has made women think maybe there's someone who's slightly more valuable than us, but then everyone has a lot to offer. So, darling, your shine or holding back.
I like that in all of this time we haven't answered, Patria's question of why it is that we are leaning, why women are not leaning in. Because the truth is that out there, like we could sit here all day just talking about why women aren't leaning in, because the reasons are numerous. Like we could never exhaust them. Social
mentioned a few.
conditioning.
You mentioned a few.
Yeah, a few.
Yeah.
But yeah, because I know for sure that people out there, like everybody knows why they are leaning in, and those reasons we could never exhaust.
I think the major issue is just a misconception that there's a more valuable sex
Yes.
than another. That a certain
Yeah.
sex has a lot to offer in a
That
certain
women are secondary
environment.
human beings.
Yeah, and at
Little
home,
and
the
little
woman has
patriarchy.
We really
more,
need to
has more to offer, and whereas at the workplace, no, they might not be able to bring like substance to the table, which is a lie, and which is what we were trying to
Which is
dispel.
sad.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not true.
that's true.